Hi, welcome to this quick demo of Peliqan, the all-in-one data platform, where I will show you how we connect to Odoo, a SaaS platform, which is an ERP system, and N11, which is a marketplace, how we combine the data, and how we even implement writeback from N11 to Odoo using Peliqan. The first thing I did is I added a connection to my Odoo instance by adding all my credentials, and I did the same for N11. Again, N11 is a marketplace. They have a SOAP web service API, and so behind the scenes, that's what Peliqan is using. It's using the APIs to connect to these platforms. Of course, you can also connect to databases and data warehouses, but in this demo, I'm just connecting to two SaaS platforms, basically. So once the connection is made, I have to wait 1 or 2 minutes, and then all of my data will show up as virtual tables in Peliqan. So for example, Odoo, my ERP system, I can have a quick look at my contacts, my invoices, but also my sales orders and my sales order detail lines. And I can do the same for N11. So for example, here's one table that will show me all of my orders from my web shop. Here's another one that shows me all of my products, etc., etc. Okay, things are looking great. So next step is I wrote a query. Peliqan allows you to do SQL on anything. So the moment you connected your sources, you can write SQL queries. You don't have to, you can work in the tables or you can write these queries. And here's a query that I did, which is a join between my orders in Odoo and my sales orders in Odoo and my orders in N11. So this is just a query that fetches a few records, and I can run my query anytime, and it will just show up as another virtual table. So here you can see it's a combination of data from Odoo and data from N11. Okay, so the goal of my demo was to show how you can use Peliqan to basically integrate multiple platforms by writing a little script that will read data from a source and use that to update a destination. Here's a very quick example where we are taking the status of orders in N11, the marketplace, and we're using that to update the sales order in Odoo, so that the two basically keep in sync. So what I did is I went to admin, apps, and this is the part in Peliqan where you can write simple Python scripts. It's a low-code solution, which of course has access to all of the tables, all the virtual tables that exist in Peliqan. So here's my little script, and basically I'll just quickly go over it. Basically I'm just loading that query, that virtual table, and that becomes my list of orders in my Python script. I'm showing it on the screen. Then I'm making a new connection to Odoo to actually write back or write into Odoo from my Python script. Then I'm just looping over all of my orders one by one. And then I'm using that to update Odoo. So in Odoo, I'm doing an update of my sales order with the correct ID. And what I'm doing is just a very simple example where I'm updating the notes field of the sales order. Of course, you could update multiple fields, but here I'm just updating the note, and I'm actually filling that with the status of my order in N11. So this is the example where I'm updating Odoo with data from the e-commerce marketplace. And then finally, I'm also updating a virtual column in that table that I showed you. This is just a way for me to easily keep track of what was already updated in Odoo, but also it gives me like a visual status of what's going on. Okay, let's just run my script here. So first of all, it's just showing that same data that we saw before with my joined query between Odoo and N11, and then it made a few updates, and it's actually already done. And so when I now run it again, it's not going to do anything because it's actually checking that status field that was updated from within my script. So if I go back to my original table, I can show you here, this is the virtual field that I added. You can always add your own columns to these virtual tables to keep track of stuff. And so you can manually add stuff there. You can work with formulas, but here I just added a text field basically, and my script is updating that. So here you can see that just now it ran and it did all the updates. And if you want to see in Odoo itself, here we're looking at one sales order. So you can see that in the notes field, the N11 status is now updated, including a timestamp, which is just now. So that's it for a quick demo. If you want more information, feel free to reach out. You can find us on peliqan.io, and that's Peliqan with a Q. Thank you. Bye.